Hey there, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Hey there, crypto friends, how are we doing there out there this morning? It is Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. We are live. We're looking at BTC USD starting to take off finally after some point of consolidation. So we're looking at the resistance level here. We'll get that for you adjusted right there. We've already gotten through that. So we're looking at resistance up there at the 5900 even, the 5900 psychological, and we are down. Support still sitting there at the 57652.27 for BTC USD. Let's move on to Ethereum, ETH USD. Ethereum got through our resistance level, so we will set a new one for it. 2096.61 will be your new resistance level, and support just above that 100-day moving average. You see that perfectly tested that and bounced right off of there at the 2062.10 for Ethereum, ETH USD. Let's move on to Binance Coin, BNB USD. Binance Coin setting new all-time high, so it is in blue sky breakout. So there it puts our resistance levels out the window. So we'll take that and just move that out of the way. Meanwhile, we managed to have support right here on this 12-day moving average at the 416.20. So we're hitting new highs at the we got all the way up to the 440. So we're looking at right now, we are at the 438.65 for BNB USD. We'll move that stop loss on up there while we're at it. Just beneath that at the 426.48. Moving on to ADA. Oh, well, before we go, we do look at the RSI, though. We're starting to get oversold, I should say overbought. And so keep in mind that we may need to come back down and test support. Let's have a look at ADA USD. ADA peaked up there to 1.223 resistance. Still holding that support level we had last night for you at the 1.210. Pretty quiet in the Cardano space. Let's move on to DOT, PolkaDot. DOT USD, new resistance just above there. So we have support right there at your 40.625 and resistance there at the 41.728 for DOT. Haven't looked at good old Doge. How's Doge doing? Doge poked up there a little bit there as well. So we got new resistance all the way up at the 0.0643. And support will be right there at the 50 fib, the 0.0622 for DOGE USD. Let's have a look at Litecoin. Litecoin still maintain the support we had last night, 222.31, and then we're going to do resistance, bring that down just a hair. There we are, as we have a new pivot high there at the 229.17 for LTC USD. We'll move on to LINK USD, Link, Chainlink. Came down to a double bottom right there at the 32.109, and then we have new resistance forming right there on that 12-day moving average. Trying to get above there at the 32.677. Moving on to Stellar, XLM USD. Did we stop out? No, we did not somehow. Okay, we'll just come on down just beneath there. And we have support sitting right down at the 0.48124, 0.484124, I should say. And then we'll get that resistance level on that 12-day there at the 0.493. Heading over to Vechain, VET USD, up 6%. got some new all-time highs. What we like to see. Just remember, folks, this won't last forever. Although we'd like for it to, wouldn't we? We have resistance at the 0.1244, and we'll jump on in there and see. We'll go to the 30-minute time frame, see if it, there we are. I was getting pretty close. So. Right there at the 0.121 support, 12/2600 in good shape. We did get into the overbought and then came back down. So still looking good for the ETUSD. Let's look at Vethor. Making all-time high as well. Resistance going to be up there just before we get to the all-time high at the 0.12523. And looks like we're coming down already because we are overbought to find that support level. So we'll anticipate to come down here right near this 12-day moving average at the 0.12185. Oh, that was Vechain. Sorry about that. Got all excited about that. This is Vethor, the Vechain token. Double top up there, resistance at the 0.0162. Support back down at the 0.0157. That makes a lot more sense. For VTHO USD, we'll move on to FIL USD, up 9.84%. Starting to take off there for us. Have resistance up at the 171.963. Support down at the 165.590. And we'll just bring that stop loss on up there, just beneath that 12-day moving average. You see we have the 100 and the 12 cross, and it looks like we're going to get the 26 and 100, which is the golden cross, for continuous upside potential. Just watch this RSI as we're dancing on that overbought area on the RSI. Have a look at Storj, STORJ USD. Storj made its way up there to resistance at 2.7153. New support above the averages at the 2.632 for STORJ USD. We'll have a look at IOTA. As you can see in the chart, we did make a new all-time high overnight. Finally got over that magical $2 range. Couldn't hold it and came back down. So we're regrouping here. So we're going to have resistance to encounter right there at the 1.941, and then support just above that 26-day moving average right there at the 1.896, and we'll bring that stop loss just underneath that 26-day moving average as we continue to go to comp USD. Comp climbing up here through the resistance level, slowly but surely. And we can look for support there on that 26-day at the 457.65, and then resistance up to 465.412. For COMP USD, bring that stop loss just above that, I should say just below that 1226 and moving averages there. BAT USD, basic ID, your attention coin. Right up there was the resistance and new support as well. So there we go. So we're above the 12 and the 26 now on BAT USD. So support sitting there at the 1.2918, resistance 1.3187. So we are on the move, folks. Let's move on to ETC USD, Ethereum Classic. Almost got down there and nibbled on that stop loss, but managed to hold support at the 19.03. So basically the $19 psychological. And a little tighter range for that guy at the 19.485. for resistance, and you see the all-time high sitting up there nice and pretty within range. We'll move on to XEM, aka NEM. NEM falling back on support down at the 0.395 and resistance. Can't get above that 100-day at the moment. We'll come on down there closer to that. So 0.4126 for XEM USD. Have a look now at Mana. Mana on the run. Breaking out here. And are we at a new, nope, we are not all-time high, so we'll go over here and find this. There we are. So we got some room to run here on MANA, USDC, and support there on that 12-day. You can see perfectly we are riding that 12-day moving average up there. So support at the $1. Psychological resistance up there at the 1.0717. What's that RSI though? As we did get into the overbought and then fell back down. You see here, retested support, bounced back up. So watch the RSI as we climb up through new territory. Let's move on to ZIL USD. Still getting all the way up to the 0.210, and then we have lots of support down here right near that stop loss I have marked for you. We will find a little bit closer support right there on that 100-day moving average and these previous lows over here to our left. So support at the 0.204, resistance 0.210 for ZIL USD. We'll move on to NU USD. Resistance up there on that swing high at the 0.5916 and riding this 12-day moving average. Looking good and strong, so we'll put the support level on that previous low at the 0.5794. And we'll massage that stop loss up there just beneath that 26-day moving average. There we go for NU USD. Moving on to NMR USD. We have an all-time high, new one at 81.6642. And we'll get up there, here's your resistance level at the 80 psychological, and then we'll have support sitting there just above that 12-day moving average, 76.198. For NMR USD, moving on to, wait. Let's get that stop loss just below the 12-day and move on to GRT USD. Swing high top 1.796, and for our resistance, and we will grab the first line of support is going to be the 1.765, and then watch for this 12-day moving average coming up to bring the support, and just about to get the 26 over the 100 cross, aka the golden cross for upside potential. So GRT looking strong here. RSI has some room to run, so keep your eye out for that for today. We'll move on to Uniswap, UNI USD. UNI USD. There we are for our high, and there's our lows. So we have resistance at 30.49, support at the 29.99, and we'll bring that stop loss a little tighter up through there. Could honestly put it just underneath there, that 100-day moving average for UNI USD. Moving on to AAVE USD. AAVE not as strong as some of the others. Taking this time, it's okay. Resistance 374.11. Support, nice support down here on this 26-day moving average at the 364.61. Bring that stop loss up just underneath there. We go. Moving on to MKR USD. Got above that 100-day moving average. So we are looking up at the 2288.81, and then for support, we're going to look at that stop loss there. There we go. right on that 100-day moving average to hold first, and we looks like we have the 12 and the 26 coming up to cross in the next few hours. So keep an eye out for that. But support at the 2216.73. Be the stop loss up. And off we go to audio. Audio is trying to get above that 100-day moving average, struggling. So we'll have resistance at the 2.54, and then we'll have support right there in between the 12 and the 26 at the 2.452. And we'll bring that stop loss just underneath that 12-day moving average for audio. Moving on to CHZ USD. There we are, trying to get above there. So next line of resistance way up there at the 0.5202. And we will grab a hold of that stop loss, move that out of the way for the time being. And look at that support there at the 0.4899. Now we'll bring our stop loss into play just beneath those moving averages. For CHZ USD, looking strong. Theta, THETA USD. Not as strong. We'll bring that stop loss down. I think we triggered that one. We'll have to double check. But we are looking at support at the, excuse me, I guess the throat tends to wake up this time of the morning, 12.43. And then your resistance, as you can see clearly, we're trying to get above these moving averages, but so far we've rejected at the 12.70. Bring that stop loss just beneath that previous low there for Theta. Almost done, folks. Hang in there with me. Let's have a look at ENJ, which is going nuts as we predicted. So ENJ being listed on Coinbase today. Everybody's wanting a piece of it. And we've been telling you about that all week. So hopefully, fingers crossed, you got a piece of this one. All-time high sitting up there. So resistance is out the window. We're just kind of soaring in blue sky breakout. So try not to FOMO into this one. Remember, scale in small if you have to, or wait for a pullback. Meanwhile, back at the back cave, support down there to 3.363. So you got some wiggle room in between this run up here. So keep those stop losses tight as we will move ours all the way up here just beneath the open of this candle here. For ENJ USD, we are overbought city. So that can happen in blue sky breakout, and just because the RSI is overbought. Sometimes these things can run for days and weeks in overbought territory. So just keep that in mind as we move on to ONE USD Harmony 1. Very quiet here at Harmony 1 base. 0.01562 support. Tightening range at 0.01597 resistance. As you see, I'm still in this trade. So we're going to just keep that stop loss beneath that 100-day moving average. So this thing's about to explode one direction or the other. Tightening range, tightening range, tightening range. So keep an eye out for that. We'll finish up with BTC.D, which is a Bitcoin dominance. 56.57, slightly down, as altcoins still remain in the limelight. And we'll move on over to total Bitcoin, or total crypto market cap, 1,935 billion. We are, this is based off of crypto cap, so typically it's slightly higher. So we're probably in the 2 trillion again milestone for the crypto market cap, which is awesome and splendid for us folks that love the crypto. Well, folks, that does it for me. Be sure to like, subscribe. It's free 99. It costs you nothing. And I will be back tonight at 6 p.m. for the crypto happy hour. Have a great day out there, and we'll see you soon.